Well, ex-Detroit Mayor Kwame Kilpatrick is finding himself behind bars yet again tonight. He turned himself in to face the punishment for parole violations. 7 Action News investigator Ross Jones is live outside the correctional facility where Kilpatrick is locked up right now. And Ross, it's familiar territory for the ex-mayor.
It sure is, Carolyn. Good evening. Kwame Kilpatrick is going to jail for telling lies before. Tonight, the Department of Corrections says he's back for doing the same thing. As he begins his 4th stint behind bars, Kwame Kilpatrick's lawyer Todd Flood says his client is learning a lesson.
When we stop learning, there's an issue. There's always something to learn. Yes, he's learned something here to the extent of making sure that every little thing is taken care of.
Today, the Department of Corrections announced that the former mayor will be spending a long weekend here at the Ryan Reentry Center. It's a penalty for some 14 parole violations, including failing to disclose $2,000 he received at a Chesterfield Township Walmart. Kilpatrick waived his right to a hearing, not admitting any guilt, but agreeing to spend the weekend in an 8x11 jail cell. Flood said that the MDOC's investigation found violations other than that $2,000.
They went back, they checked things, and they see, well, when you got that money, you didn't tell us about all your expenditures of how to send that money.
Kilpatrick won't be let out until Monday, meaning he won't be able to prep with his defense lawyers on his criminal case. After 4 months of testimony from government witnesses, Kilpatrick's team could call its first witness as soon as Monday.
To say that 2 or 3 days is going to be a problem, it's not. You know, and we're going to be getting ready this weekend with or without Mr. Kilpatrick.
We're going to do everything we have to do. He has to, concentrate on the trial right now. So he took the licks here, and we're going to make sure that the parole department, parole officer is getting all the information that we can provide.
Now, Kwame Kilpatrick will be alone in his cell, and he will not be allowed to leave it, we are told. But as the snow continues to fall tonight, Carolyn, he probably wouldn't complain about that. Back to you.
All right, Ross, I got to ask you a question, I understand, related to this parole issue. Is that letter Carlita Kilpatrick wrote asking for money to help pay for her children to go to private school there in Texas?
Yeah, we reported on that letter when we heard about it last week. We got a copy of it today, and I think we have it ready to show you right now on camera here. Carlita Kilpatrick wrote it in August asking for money so she could send her twin sons to an expensive private school. It was sent to 2 people, but we don't know who they are. The letter says, quote, "Our family has been through some extremely difficult struggles over the past several years," and describes her son's educational experiences as mediocre at best. She was seeking $20,000 for tuition, but when the media caught wind of the letter, Kwame Kilpatrick announced that they had changed their mind. They would not be sending their children to that school, and they had received no money. We should point out that Kwame Kilpatrick voluntarily gave that letter to the Department of Corrections after they found out about that $2,000 at Walmart. Live in Detroit, I'm Ross Jones, 7 Action News.
All right, thanks a lot, Ross.